Mustard Knuckle.
Hello everybody, Mustard Knuckle back again, heading out. Let's see, we'll start in the M22. Let's see what happens. Alright, so we're gonna head out in this thing. We'll talk a little bit of history about it. We'll go through the gameplay, see what happens here as the game starts. I'm just trying to figure out which way I want to go. Clearly, being that this guy's running in reverse very quickly, I'm gonna go this way, and this thing is fast. One of the best things about the M22 is it is fast. You can cover ground and get all over the map quickly. Looks like the guys are, they got something going on over here. I'm gonna go check it out. Downside of being quick, got an awesome fast reload, which that's not a downside, that's an upside. But not a lot of armor. This thing can't take very much punishment. It's got a small crew, 3 guys in here, jammed in pretty tight. So if you do get hit, you're in trouble. It's gonna slow down your reload rate. You're gonna lose something you need because there's no waste in there with 3 guys. So that's pretty much how this thing works. 37mm, super fast reload. Okay, pin up close, but really the name of the game with this thing is to sneak up on guys and get sweet air and just launch this thing all over the place and have fun. I'm gonna zoom around the other side of B because it looks like, or A, wait, B? Yeah, B. It looks like our guys are coming up from kind of that ravine side of B, so I'm hoping all these guys will be looking that way, and then I can come up behind them and start taking them out from the other opening on B. That's the plan. So I'm just gonna keep on driving. And you see how fast this thing is. It's what makes it so great, because I mean, look how far I've come in just a minute, maybe. You know, I'm all the way on the other side of the map now, and I'm still saying, oh man, that was actually pretty lucky to hit that rock. If I went down in there, I would have been stuck in there for the whole game, and that's less than ideal, shall we say. Alright, so here's where I'm going. Let's take a peek around here. There we go. And boom. And fire. So you see the fast reload. The M22 is actually designed to be carried in gliders, I believe. They were going to carry it in there, drop it with the troops, and they'd immediately have something with armor that they could use. This is going well. Something with armor that they could use to get around, to reconnaissance, and also to maybe fight if they needed to. I believe it only got used once. Okay, let's see here. Oh, he knows I'm here. Oh, I got the engine. Reload. Oh, I lost my... Okay, so there's the problem. So like I said, I took one hit. I lost my loader or driver. I couldn't even tell. It was pretty quick. I lost somebody I needed. It's pretty much the main bullet point there. So, all right. So I'm gonna use this thing. I'm gonna climb up over here. I haven't done this before, but I've wanted to try it. And this thing's fast enough. There we go. All right, we're up. Where can I go? Let's see. I don't think, it's almost like you're not supposed to get up here because they have those pillars and stuff. I don't know if that's just to make it look like you can't get up here or what, but I know what's over here. So I know that a lot of times you start fighting from either side of this ravine, and I'm up here. Okay, he knows I'm here. There we go, there's a crit, commander. Alright, so this could be fun. I'm just gonna unload from up here. I started with, I think, 50 rounds. Oh boy, don't drive off that. Talk about, there's another place I could end up getting stuck for the rest of the game. Alright, so we're gonna have fun with this. This is gonna be long shots with a 37mm, you know. Now we're in the Sherman, the M3A1, I believe. I guess now we'll talk history about this, and we'll watch the gameplay, and there's a kill. So the history, the way this thing worked out was the M2 existed. The Army recognized that the M2 was on its way out, and they thought, okay, well, we got to figure out, you know, what's going to be, what do we need? What's going to be our keys here And here comes the M3. So, oh boy, it's a group of 3. I can just fire it indiscriminately into that crowd. Let's see what happens. Yeah, but the main way that it all went M2, the M3. M3 was very similar to the M2. It had the same 37mm gun. They added a few more machine guns to it, and it had pretty decent armor, especially for this tier. It was pretty good, like around 30 to 50 millimeters, kind of all over the place. I like this gun. I like the quick reload on it for sure. I don't know what it was like in real life, but as far as the game goes, the quick reload is a huge advantage. So then after the M3, they went to the M5. The M5 was a twin-engine tank with some other changes too. I don't really know all the. I haven't looked at it for this, but I know that the M5 happened, and then later on, I think a derivative of that was the M24. So that's how far this went. They made about 10,000 altogether of the M3s, I think, and then with the M3s and M5s altogether, it's over 20,000 with those all put together. So it's a pretty interesting tank because it was, we need a light tank, right? The M4 Sherman was already on its way out, and it was, a medium tank, so we needed a light tank, and this is where they went. This was actually built by Cadillac. It was built by Massey Harris, which is that tractor company, Massey Harris, which is now Massey Ferguson, and then some other I can't remember the other company, but a third company made this tank. So again, Cadillac building tanks in World War II. Same with the tractor at Massey Harris Tractor Company. They built other tanks for us as well. So it's pretty interesting looking back and seeing how much things changed during war in World War II for the whole country, where what can you do? Oh, you can do that? Alright, we're going to change your tooling to start building tanks instead of cars, or start building airplanes instead of pianos, and start, whatever. And that's what it takes. Everybody's got to be on the same page. Everybody's got to be working, and that's what they did, and that's how we were successful. Along with the Allies and everybody else that pitched in. But in the United States, that's how things worked, and that was what allowed us to end up being successful in the long run. So let's see, the variants on the Stuart. There's so many. There's a flamethrower one, there's a bulldozer one, there's a reconnaissance one, there's so many of them. The flamethrower ones blow my mind. That's like vicious. I like to think that they didn't actually use it on people. I kind of doubt it, but certainly, not directly on people. I'm sure they did, they sprayed it down into foxholes and, where they thought people were hiding, or maybe burned sections of fields and forest or something, so, there wouldn't be anywhere left to hide or to flush people out or something. I don't really know how they were used, but those things blow my mind. The M8 was another variant of this, so they put that big old howitzer on top of it. The M5 we already talked about. There were several other Stuarts that were variants of it. Crazy with the M8, they went all the way to a 75mm gun on top of this thing, but I think that had to do with oh, here we go, side shot. Side shot's helpful with this 37mm. Oh, come on. Reload, and barely missed him. It's a fun spot. I'm kind of having a good time here. The beauty of it is these guys just keep driving out. Top tip. We've talked about this before. If the guy in front of you gets shot at or gets blown up, probably just reconsider your choices. Maybe don't drive there. Try another way around. Crazy, right? But maybe that's something to think about. Something else to think about is we're gonna win this. We got 2 zones. I got this held down. Like, this is no problem, but I think I'm kind of running. I feel like they're spawning off the other point, so I'm going to make a run for it, see what happens. See how fast this can go. I mean, this is cool, too. This thing's almost as fast as the M22, 30 knots, 34 knots or so. I feel like the M22 is like 36, 38, but this thing's a little bit more well-armed than the M22 as far as armor. The gun, they're both 37 millimeters, but the armor is the important part on this one. Now going into that gun, that 37 millimeter gun, I'm pretty sure, yeah, here, there was something they were talking about where it just, yeah, it basically got obsolete. It got to the point where the things that this was running into, a 37 millimeter gun, just, they laughed at it, you know. He fires, I'm coming up, here we go. Boom. Ah, come on. Fired again, why is he... Man, I mean, he was like waiting for me to back up and then he was firing. Like, hold on to your shot. There's another thing to think about. Don't... If you know... You gotta know the reload time on the guys that you're fighting against, or at least the ones you fight against the most. Because this Sherman, you know, the reload time is so fast that if you take a shot and miss, you're really opening up the opportunity to get hit by, you know, the Sherman, because it's going to reload so fast. I think my team's dead. I might be one of the last ones on here. Okay, so where are they going to come from? I mean, there's no way this is actually going to work. Okay. Oh, man. Who else gets stressed when you're doing this? Like, I just feel like they're just going to pop out. I can't look every direction at once, right? So I feel like I'm just going to get nailed at some point by someone that's just going to pop around the corner. Hey, for real, is my team dead? It's over. Oh, I got first place. That's why we lost. Okay, well, that explains that. Here's the deal. If I get first place on the team, that means we lost. Because that's just how that works. 12 kills, 1 assist, 45 hits. Holy cow. Well, anyway, guys, you know, a bunch of zero. Yeah, we had a lot of guys not get any kills. That hurts. Oh, well. That's the way it goes. Fun game, though. Fun game. Guys, if you like the videos, the history of gameplay, tips all kind of mixed in, one cut. I just go, we see what happens. Subscribe, comment, like, let me know what you think. Good luck. Have fun. We'll see you in the next one.